Hi, I'm Kevin from Creative Digital Media, and in this video, I'm going to explain the benefits of local SEO and walk you through exactly what steps you can take to get your local business website, whether you're running a brick and mortar location or you have a service area business, such as a plumber or an electrician or a roofer. Basically, how you can get your business to start showing up when your customers are searching online or your prospective customers are searching online for the products or services that you offer. Because showing up on search engines, and namely Google, which is primarily what this video is going to be about, is massively beneficial to any business because people inherently trust search engines. I turn to Google every time I'm trying to find a business or a location of a business or information about a product. I do it while I'm in the store standing in front of a product. If I go to Best Buy, I'm not just going to pick something up and bring it over to the cash register and be on my merry way. I'm going to stand there for 15 minutes researching it because that's basically what society has turned us all into, essentially, is like product research, on the spot product researchers that want to ensure that we're getting the best deal possible. So some pretty insane numbers for local SEO. Google owns 90% of the search market. I think 87%, but they also own YouTube, so over 90% of searches online are conducted on either Google or YouTube. It's pretty insane. 46% of searches are local. And 86% of people will look up the location of a business on Google Maps. And last but not least, 76% of local searches result in a phone call to the business, which is pretty insane. So the benefits of local SEO are basically why you should be concerned with local SEO or be considering implementing a local SEO strategy for your business. Is local SEO is essentially free. There is services and different things you could pay for, but for the most part, local SEO is free. It will cost you an investment of time because local SEO requires a significant investment of time, but everything else, for the most part, is free. Or everything I'm going to show you in this video is free. So why would you want to focus on local SEO when you can just pay for ads and start generating leads or getting customers to your business right away? The problem with advertising is as soon as you stop paying, you stop seeing results. Wherever your ads were placed, they disappear, and you're not going to get any more customers or attract any more leads or anything. So with local SEO and SEO in general, it enables your customers or your ideal customers, potential customers, to find your business organically when they're searching on Google for the terms and phrases or keywords that are relevant to your business. And with local SEO, by implementing it, you're able to show up in this right here, which is the local pack or the local 3-pack. It used to have 7 businesses, but now Google's reduced it to 3. Or the map pack. A few different names, but this is this is it. And this is prime real estate. There is some give and take with the map pack, but it is a great spot to start showing up. The only caveat is the primary factor in determining what businesses are listed here is location and the searcher's proximity to that business. Because if I did a search for, I did near me, so it's bringing up searches, but even without the near me, the map pack will automatically list the closest businesses. But if I was to do the same search with what's known as a modifier, it will alter the map pack results a little bit. So now I'm seeing different results because I just added the word best. And I did it earlier, I'll try it again. So this search, as you can see, it's doing it by proximity when I search for a pizza shop. But when I search for best roofing contractor, Phoenix, Arizona, something is a little bit different in the map pack. As you can see, it is automatically inferring that I'm looking for the highest rated roofing contractor in Phoenix. So it's automatically applying this filter and altering the order, isn't necessarily listing each business by proximity. Another, I guess the fifth benefit is with local SEO, you're able to be where your customers are. As I said previously, Google owns 90.8% of search. And your customers are on Google. They're searching and trying to answer questions or solve problems that they have. So with local SEO, your business is able to show up when people are searching for your products or services. The best part about SEO and local SEO is, as I mentioned previously, with not having to pay for ads, SEO is a long-term strategy that delivers results that compound over time. So initially with SEO, you're not going to see results. That's why people like paid ads, because as soon as you start paying, you start seeing results. But as soon as you stop paying, you're shit out of luck. With SEO, it requires effort up front, but once you've done like your core optimization tasks, you're good to go. And then there's some maintenance, but for the most part, you're good to go. And as you continue to improve different areas of your optimization on your website and your overall presence online, you start seeing better and better results. Because with search engine optimization, Google is trying to deliver to searchers or users the most accurate and helpful results possible. And serving up a brand new website is probably not the best idea because they don't know they can trust that website. But as your website is optimized and sustains an active presence online and a consistent presence, it basically like reaffirms to Google that you're a legitimate business. And as you create localized content and publish it on your website, like on your blog, and are active on social media, you basically like send signals to Google that you are a legitimate business. But that takes time. But over time, those efforts just continue to build and build and build. And the results, as you start seeing results, you basically like, it's almost like an exponential growth curve where your results will continue to build upon your previous or prior results until you're absolutely dominating for your search terms in your local market. And odds are your competitors are not doing this. They don't have the time, or they don't know how to do it. So if you even do 50% of what I show you in this video, you're going to be head and shoulders above your competitors. Another benefit is you can get some really great insight into your customers and their intent. So you can kind of get a better understanding of not only who your customers are, but basically how they're finding your business online and what their intention is when looking for your products or services, or just information about your business. You can see the terms or the keywords that people are using to find your business online, which you can then use to optimize your website or create content that directly fulfills that searcher's intent. You can use Google My Business offers analytics. It's called Insights in Google My Business, which I'm going to get to, but you can see within the insights basically what people are using to find your business online. So with local SEO, and this is getting to the end of the benefits, even though I could go on with benefits, but these are like the core benefits, the main reasons why you need to implement local SEO for your business. You can attract more qualified leads, because bringing in leads is great, but if they're not the right leads, then what's the point? I don't see that there is one. There's no point. I mean, it's a good feeling to bring in leads, but if they're not people that are actually going to make a purchase, then there's not really any value. You can raise brand awareness, so by getting your website or your business to start showing up more on Google in the search results, people are going to become more familiar with you and your brand, and it'll essentially help keep you top of mind for when they are ready to move forward with a purchase, or they're looking for a product or a service. And you can increase your sales or your profits, your ROI, which I know is a buzzword, at least it was. So those are the primary benefits of local SEO and why you should implement or be implementing or considering implementing a local SEO strategy for your business. Now we're going to go through basically the top things you can do to improve your business's rankings in the local search results on Google. First up is Google My Business. Now, 56% of businesses have not claimed their Google My Business listing. This is a travesty. And it's ridiculous because it's free and it's from Google. It's a pretty good rule of thumb that anything that Google creates or offers as a free service, you should probably take advantage of it, because it's only going to make Google look upon you more favorably. So there's no reason why you should not claim your Google My or set up your Google My Business listing. It is a free service from Google that enables you to put your business's information online or create a profile or a listing for your business, and provides Google with all of your business's information, such as your name, your business name, address, phone number, your website, your services, your hours of operation, any events or promotions or sales, the category that your business operates in, all of that. And it's completely free. And Google basically uses your Google My Business profile to provide people with up-to-date and accurate information about your business. So as you can see in this preview that they have, this example has events that the business is promoting. And you can create posts similar to social media, but within Google My Business, you can create posts about events or sales or just news, like any updates or changes to your business. And they'll basically show up in the knowledge panel on Google for 7 days. I think the best thing about having a Google My Business listing is you're able to easily get and respond to reviews from customers. And as you can see right here, you can keep your customers up to date on the latest happenings in your business. You can even have like customers can follow your business, and you can promote like special sales or offerings that are tailored or are exclusive to people that are following your business. And you can update your hours for like holidays. So if you're going to be open on a certain holiday that most places are closed, this is where you can let the world know. Enough about why Google My Business is great. In order to set it up, it's pretty damn easy. You literally, if you can sign up for Facebook, you can sign up for Google My Business. And I'm going off the assumption that you have Facebook because God only knows, most people do. So you just click sign in and you'll be prompted to enter some information about your business, such as your business name, your hours of operation, or no, you don't do hours of operation here, but basically like your name, your address, phone number, website, things like that. And as a last step, Google will send you a verification postcard. See, I already have my business in here, but let's make one up. So I'm going to create a business with this name. Do I want to add a location? So you can say whether you want customers to be able to see your address essentially, and it enables you to show up in Google Maps, because Google Maps, like I mentioned earlier in the video, businesses are listed in the Google Maps predicated upon their proximity to the person doing the searching. So we'll say yes, I do. Actually, we'll do no. So if I was like a plumber and I go to customers, so essentially a service area business, I would do this option. And if you have multiple locations, you can enter them here. Where do you serve your customers? So in Phoenix, we'll say Scottsdale. So I serve those 4 areas in my fake business. Now, this is important. So category, you want to choose, you only get to choose one category, but you want to choose a category that's the most relevant to your business. So I'm an SEO and digital marketing agency called My Fake Business Marketing Agency. But if I was a roofer or roofing contractor or a plumber, basically if you start typing, put in R, you see that? Roofing contractor, boom, plumber. So there's ample categories that you can choose from. You can go with marketing agency. Next again, you enter your contact information, your website, and Google will create a website for you. I don't recommend doing it, but they can. It's not a very nice website, and you can't really customize it at all. It's just a generic website. So enter your phone number and website URL, and then you have to verify this business. So basically you'll get a verification, you get a postcard in the mail, and then you log or go back to Google My Business and go into this account and enter the verification code, and then you're able to add photos, more categories, your hours of operation, and basically all the other information that is necessary to set up your Google My Business listing or profile. Next up is citations. So now that we've set up our Google My Business listing, your Google My Business is essentially your main citation online. What's a citation? Excellent question. Citations are listings or mentions of your business online. There's 2 types, structured and unstructured. A structured citation being basically the information that you put in to Google My Business, your business name, address, and phone number. An unstructured citation would be just your business name. So if you're mentioned in a blog post or something along those lines, or a news article. Those would be unstructured citations. But anytime your name, address, and phone number appear, that's a structured citation. So Google My Business is the home base of your online citations, and the more citations your business has with legitimate websites, the more that confirms to Google that it's a legitimate business that they should be showing in their search results. One thing that Google is finicky about is the accuracy and consistency of information. Because like I mentioned before, Google is in the business of making money from ads and showing people the most relevant and valuable search results. If they are not sure about the accuracy of information regarding a business, they're not going to show it in their search results, because that would deliver a poor user experience. Because if I'm searching for the best roofer in Phoenix, if these businesses, if Stapleton Roofing or Renco Roofing or Scott Roofing Company have this phone number listed right here, and I decide I want to go to their website, and they have a different phone number listed on their website, and I go to check out their listing on Angie's List or Home Advisor, and there's different information on all the websites, how do I know which information is correct? I don't want to have to check by calling each different phone number or anything like that. So Google wants basically to be the only source of information, but they need other websites to reaffirm their confidence in their suggestions. So the more consistent your business appears across the internet, the more consistent your overall presence online is, the better that is from Google's perspective, because you wouldn't be there wouldn't be an accurate listing of your business on all these different websites if you weren't a legitimate business. So to check your citations, you can use Moz Local, which is free and very ridiculously easy to use. If you can perform a search on Google, you can use Moz Local. All you do is go to moz.com/local/search. Type in your business name, and you can just even start typing it, and it will automatically pull businesses of that name and show different locations. So find the location that you're looking for. In this case, it's in Mesa. So give it a second, and boom. So this is not good. A 39 is not bueno. But as we can see, they don't have a lot of inconsistent or duplicate listings. Most of them are just incomplete. And scrolling down, you can see the different sources of these citations. So right here, these are the two primary sources: Google My Business or Google Maps listing. So there's duplicates of this business. And then Facebook, their profile is not complete, and it's not consistent with whatever they've put into Google. And then they don't have a super pages. They don't have an info group or a news star or localese. So they haven't even completed or filled out these websites and Axiom. The city search, these are both 80% complete, which isn't bad, but it's probably some stupid, a few small things that would bring them up to 100%. And then the indirect, like Yellow Pages and Yelp, you can see the photos of the business. They have a good amount of reviews, but they haven't gotten a review in a long time. So we can go over here and look at their incomplete listings. The great thing about Moz Local is it tells you what you need to do to improve those listings. So as you can see on Yellow Pages, this is a structured citation. But as you can see, they don't have their website listed. And their address is different. So Yellow Pages, they're Sorensen Circle. And then on Facebook, they're Sorensen Street. And on Insider Pages, there's Street again. So the only place their circle is Facebook. Their website isn't secure. And these listings, but they show you right here exactly what you can do to improve that listing. So they need to add 5 photographs, which they have plenty of photos, so there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to, and add more categories. So making the improvements wouldn't be that difficult, but it takes time because you have to go to each of those websites, log in, update the information. It's just kind of a pain. The reason Moz provides this tool is because they're trying to upsell to their Moz Local services, where they say, like, you can get this business to 83% complete using their service. There's another service that comes highly recommended, is very popular, is Whitespark, and they have a citation audit and citation building service. So they'll basically go out and do this for you and ensure that your information is accurate across different directories and websites. Anywhere your business appears online, or anywhere that your citations appear online, Whitespark will go out and ensure that your information is consistent. And the more consistent your information, the better that is for Google, because then they know that your business is legit and they can show you in the search results. So the next thing you can do for your website, and this is 2019, you need a mobile-friendly website. Your website has to be responsive. There's no excuse why your website should not be responsive. Even if all your customers use desktop, nobody uses mobile phones, your website should still be responsive and mobile-friendly. This is Google's mobile-friendly test, and it will tell you if your website meets Google's standards of mobile-friendly. What is that? What is mobile-friendly? What does that even mean? Basically, is your website loaded down with like really heavy pictures and it takes forever for pages to load? Because that is will deliver a poor user experience. Nobody wants to sit there on their phone waiting for your giant pictures to download. So your website needs to be fast, and it needs to be responsive so that no matter what device somebody is on, your website should look good and be easy to navigate and interact with. So I'll show you, all you do is enter your website URL, hit enter or test URL. All right, so that's done. My page is mobile friendly. It's easy to use on a mobile device, which I already know that it is, but thank you, Google. I'm glad you've agreed with me. It shows you a little preview of basically this is not what my website looks like on mobile, but whenever I do a testing tool like this, it for some reason opens up the menu, the mobile menu. So normally, like if I pulled out my phone right now, on mobile, my menu is turned into a hamburger icon, which is what most websites have. So my website is mobile friendly. Which I recommend you do, but if you're using WordPress, and you should be using WordPress because it's the most SEO friendly content management system. But if your website is not mobile friendly and you're on WordPress, then you need to get yourself a responsive theme. There's God knows how many themes available for WordPress that are fully responsive and mobile friendly and not that difficult to implement if you know what you're doing. So if your website is not mobile friendly, that is something you absolutely need to get on top of, because Google started, I believe it was last year in October maybe, but mobile first indexing. Google is an update that Google rolled out in which they're going to prioritize mobile friendly websites in the search results. And they're going to index mobile pages first above non-mobile friendly pages. So it's critical. I can't stress this enough. I just did a video on implementing AMP, or Google's accelerated mobile pages, on your website. So next up we have schema markup, or structured data. And essentially schema markup is a common language that was created by search engines for search engines to display certain information consistently in the search results, because there's basically certain information that pretty much every website will have that the search engines want to ensure that is being displayed consistently no matter which search engine you're on. So schema markup, or structured data, communicates to search engines what your website is about, or what a particular page on your website is about, and allows Google to display that information in the search results. So this is an example of review schema. By implementing review schema on their site, Parker & Sons Plumbing Company is able to show up in the search results with it's called a rich snippet. A rich snippet is just like an enhanced search result. You can see it looks a hell of a lot better than these other results, and I'm a lot more likely to click on it because it has the aggregate star rating for that business. So implementing schema, or structured data, allows you to display things like this, like your reviews, as well as getting or showing up in featured snippets. A featured snippet is this top result, or this box up at the top, is a featured snippet. So Preppy Kitchen obviously has schema markup, or structured data recipe schema on, I assume this is probably a blog post, but on their website, and they're able to show up in the search results. So you can see, like, Live Well, Bake Often. Obviously they have schema or structured data. This image and their aggregate star rating would not be able to show up if they did not have schema. And there's a plethora of different types of schema, but there's like schema for roofing contractors, schema for plumbers, local business schema, all sorts of schema that you can implement on your site. But you can see the difference in the search results. Like, even with this delicious looking chocolate cupcake, it's making me hungry. Or I'm sorry, even with this delicious looking, not very well frosted chocolate cupcake, it doesn't look nearly as enticing as this one because of the reviews. I'm a lot more likely to click here than right here. So as you can see, here's the Preppy Kitchen again, and they're showing up down here as well as right here. So they got two placements in Google's search results because they took the time to implement schema markup, which Google then rewarded with placement at the top of the search results for a pretty powerful search term, cupcake recipe. The search volume on this is insane. It's almost 61,000 searches a month. So you can imagine how much traffic this website is getting from just this search term, but having schema on their website means they're showing up even above people also ask for. So it's definitely worth implementing. It's not that difficult to implement. There's plugins, which I'm going to show you. Two plugins that you can use. One's free, one's paid. I recommend the paid one because it is a very great plugin. So there is this one, the Local Business Schema Lite, that is free. As you can see, you can list your name, business address, and image that represents your business, obviously your city and state, phone number, and website URL. So this basically allows for your NAP information to be displayed properly on your website. So that's a basic schema plugin. A little more advanced is this one, and this is from Brainstorm Force. They are the creators of the Astra theme, and this is, I think, probably the best schema plugin on the market. And it basically automatically marks up the pages on your website. Once you set it up, you don't have to mess with it anymore. And as you can see, like, you can basically add schema to your website, and that communicates to search engines like, okay, this page is an article or a recipe, or this is a course or an event page. This website is a local business, or this is a review. It just communicates to search engines what a page is about and enables the search engines to display the relevant data that correlates to whatever that page is about, if that makes sense. Like, a recipe is going to necessitate a certain structure, and by adding recipe schema, you enable search engines to properly display that recipe information in the search results. So I definitely recommend checking this plugin out. I'm not exactly sure what the price is right now, but it shouldn't be too expensive. I got it as the agency package when I got Astra, but it's probably like $60 for a year. Yeah, $80 a year. So you have to pay annually, or you can buy the agency bundle. All right, moving on to reviews. So you can create a link that you can send to your former customers so they can leave a review on Google for your business. You can see, if I go to Google, I can write a review. Well, this is my business, so I can't leave a review, but I can just click right here and write a review. But most people, the problem with reviews is most people don't leave a review unless they had a negative experience. Unless you're proactively encouraging reviews, or not gathering, but like encouraging and promoting the leaving of reviews. That's a little weird verbiage or way to say it, but this is basically Google's instructions for creating a link that you can send to customers, so you can email it to your previous customers or whatever, and it will bring them to a page to leave a review. There's two ways to do it. You can create a link from Google search, so you can perform a search. This basically doesn't really work that well, because it says to do this and then copy and paste the URL you see in your address bar, but it doesn't work, I don't think, because this URL is kind of crazy. So if I hit write a review, this pops up, but it, like, this URL is still the same thing. So Control C to copy that, cancel out of there. We'll see if it works. And this link is like obnoxiously long. Yeah, it's like 20, there's like commas and all kinds of stuff. But we'll see if it works. Not looking like it. Apparently it does. So that does work, but if you want to get a shorter link, you can use a link shortener like Bitly or Pretty Links. Or no, Pretty Links is, you can't use Pretty Links, but Bitly. Alternatively, you can go right here, create a link using the Place ID lookup tool. So I can enter, already has my location in here, but if I choose my business, so up here it says to use the Place ID lookup, enter the location, find on the list that appears, copy the Place ID, which you'll see beneath your business name. So we need this right here, the Place ID, which is this right here. So it's kind of long, but which is this. So that's highlighted. Copied that, I'm actually leaving that for right now, but this is the URL that we're going to need. So Control C once it's highlighted. We'll paste it up here for a second. And then back down here, we need to copy the place ID. So highlight that, Control C, and then up here, you do not want the arrows. You need to replace those or just paste over them. So highlight all of that, everything after the equal sign, and then Control V will paste your place ID in there. So now I have my review URL. Click 3 times, then Control C will copy that, and then I can come over here in the address bar, Control V. So it's a lot better looking URL than the other one, and it'll basically do the exact same thing that it just did, where it'll basically show the knowledge panel on the right hand side, and then the review box will pop up, and when you send it to your customers, they'll be able to leave a review for your business. So you can send it in like an email if you've captured their email address, or send it to people on Facebook, and they can upload a photo. Not that difficult. So no reason not to. And with reviews, you need to be like proactive in managing them, and you need to respond. The more reviews you spawn to, the better it looks for you from Google's perspective and from your customers' perspective and prospective customers' perspective. That was a mouthful. When you respond to reviews, and not just the positive ones, you need to respond especially to the negative reviews. And you're not responding to negative reviews to try and win over the customer that left a negative review. You're leaving a comment on a negative review to win over the customer that reads your reviews, so they see that you're active as a business and try and rectify or solve problems when they arise. And you handle customer issues, you don't just ignore them. So make sure you're responding to positive and negative reviews, which if you have your Google My Business profile set up, you can do from within their mobile app. They make it really easy to interact with your customers, whether it's the good ones or the bad ones. So the last thing I want to talk about to get your business to start showing up at the top of Google and in the local map pack for the keywords and phrases that matter to your business or are most relevant to your business and are going to start bringing you customers, it is local links, like link building or backlinks. And a link or a backlink is a link from a website back to another website. Links play a really important role in SEO, more so in organic SEO, but they still play an important role in local SEO. A link is essentially like a vote of confidence or like a thumbs up, or it's just a strong signal of trust. Like if I'm linking to a website, odds are I trust that website and the information they provide. Otherwise, why would I link to them? So like throughout my content, I try and link to quality, helpful sites that I think would provide value to people visiting my website, as opposed to just linking to people willy-nilly and just arbitrarily linking out to everyone. So for local SEO, getting links from relevant local websites or organizations is going to help improve your website's ranking in the search results and is going to help confirm to Google that you're a legitimate local business and that you should be showing up in local searches for relevant keywords or phrases. And one of the best places to get a link is your local Chamber of Commerce. I'm in the Greater Phoenix Chamber website, but obviously if you're not from Phoenix, you wouldn't get a link from the Greater Phoenix Chamber of Commerce. Find your own damn chamber of commerce and get a link from them. And any other local business like trade organization or local business directory, getting not only a citation with those websites, but a link to your website from their website. You can get links from press releases. You send out press releases to local news organizations. Getting a link from them would be huge. And an important thing to note with links is not all links are created equal. So Google basically weighs the value of a link based on the topical relevance of the site doing the linking to the site being linked to. So if I get a site, like each site online is rated at a certain level of authority or has a certain level of authority. Newer websites have no authority because they're brand new. How does Google know that they're trustworthy and they provide valuable content and a good user experience? That takes time. So over time, websites become more authoritative, and as such, their links become a lot more powerful. So getting links from high authority websites that are topically relevant to your business deliver a lot of power in getting your website to start showing up for relevant searches. So if you're going to be trying to build backlinks or local backlinks, like from local bloggers or local news organizations, local trade organizations, or local directories, make sure that they're topically relevant. I own a digital marketing agency in Phoenix, Arizona. If I got a link from a website about home contractors, that's not really topically relevant because I'm not a home contractor. But if I got a link from like top marketing agencies in Arizona.com, that's relevant. So you want to make sure you're getting links from topically relevant websites, not just any link you can get. It's quality over quantity. Getting a few links from very topically relevant and authoritative, powerful websites will deliver a lot more than getting like 1,000 links from a bunch of shitty no-name websites that don't have any authority. That's not going to do anything for you and may actually lead to a penalty because Google may think it's spam. The best way to get links, and opinions on this will vary significantly, but the best way to get links in this SEO professional's opinion is creating very high quality content and providing as much value as you can to visitors, and eventually people will link to you organically. You can do like outreach to local bloggers and try and guest post on their website. There's a ton of different strategies, but some of that stuff takes a lot of time, and the success rate doesn't always pan out unless you're already an established figure. But if you're new, it's, I think, easier to just, not even just easier, but it's more beneficial long term to just put your head down and focus on providing value. And eventually, as I mentioned earlier, like the compound effect of SEO is as you just keep providing value and delivering a great user experience and not like seeking anything in return, like what goes around comes around, or what comes around goes around, however it goes, eventually you'll be rewarded. And it's like exponentially, essentially, because you have no authority and nobody knows you. And then you just keep cranking out content and providing value and putting positive vibes out there, and you get nothing. And all of a sudden people start to recognize you, and just being consistent over time leads to a natural growth of your authority. And as soon as there's an inflection point where no one knows you, no one recognizes you as an expert in plumbing or whatever your business is. And then as you just gain a little bit of traction, like boom, you just take off, and there's that like hockey stick J curve, and you'll start getting links organically. Like people will want to link to your website because you create such valuable content. So that's my advice for link building. There's a million different tutorials online for how to build links and how to buy links, how to build a PBN, all kinds of stuff. I don't bother with any of that. I just try and create really great content that I hope provides a lot of value to people visiting my website, and ideally, in turn, that will be rewarded with links down the road. So that's it for local SEO and the benefits of local SEO, as well as why you need to implement a local SEO strategy for your business, and the top next steps, essentially what you can do to start getting your business showing up in Google's search results organically and in Google's map back. To recap, Google My Business, claim it and set up your listing. Easy to do, and it's free. Not that difficult. Citations. Use Moz Local to look online and see how consistent your citations are. Then, based on what the results are, you can go into each of those citation websites and update your information so that it's accurate. Easy enough. Scheme our mobile-friendly website. Your website needs to be mobile-friendly. It's 2019. If you don't have WordPress or you're not using WordPress, use it. If you need a website, contact Creative Digital Media. Be happy to help. And if you're doing your website yourself, get a responsive theme. I just switched my website to StudioPress, the Genesis framework, and I'm using the Business Pro theme. Very happy with it. Looks great. It's very consistent. Muy bueno. And next is schema markup or structured data. So you can show certain data or certain information in Google's search results or any search results. Get a featured snippet maybe, or a rich snippet at the very least, with your aggregate review rating. Reviews, get a link using the Google tools that I showed you. I'll leave a link to this page in the description to this video on YouTube, and you can create a link for yourself so that you can send it to your customers to have them leave you a review. And lastly, building links. I went on a bit of a rant about that, but build local backlinks, your Chamber of Commerce, and topically relevant websites. That's where you need links from. So that's it for this video on the benefits of local SEO. Thank you for watching. Please, if you got any value from this video or enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment if I missed anything, or you think I was incorrect about anything, or if you liked what you heard and this video was helpful, please let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. And again, thank you for watching and have a great day.